Hello and welcome back. I've brought in this white cedar, do a bit of work on it. I got this, I think it was last year, and I did a big root pruning on it and repotted it into this, pruned it back a little bit, and about 8 months ago I gave it another pruning back. Basically it was a big bush from nursery stock. As you can see, there's not a lot of life down here in the branches. It was all up on the top. So today I just want to maybe just put a bit of wire on some of these branches because they're all kind of like closed up. Just opening it up a bit, see if we can get it a little bit more to spread out a bit, look a bit more tree-like rather than just a big, like all bunched together. I did lose one branch here, died up through the middle, so I suppose we'll start there, pruning that off, stub. Just do for now. Okay, so I'm thinking this is probably the front, since that branch is on the back, and you can see like this clumps of branches like this one. They could all be kind of opened up a bit, brought down a little bit to create more layers rather than all being closed together in a group like that. So that's my kind of aim today, just going to loosen them out a bit, and because they're all kind of tangling around each other and things. I think if we open them out and then we can maybe do a little bit of pruning and stuff, but we want to kind of bring it down a bit and hopefully we can get it pushed back a bit. So we'll get on with that. Ideally I don't want to put a ton of wire on it, but we are going to have to put some, I think. So let's see what we got. Got some. Probably not going to need much thicker than these. So let's start with this front one anyway. This little branch down here, not too sure. That one is a bit light and a bit low. We'll see. I'll just start with this bottom branch first. I'll just lock this off onto the trunk. Wrap it around a couple of times so it's nice and secure. My plan is to just get the main branches kind of in position, and then hopefully once they're kind of set we can go to just clip and grow it once we have the main and the bulk of them done. Once you got the main structure part, then the rest can be kind of natural foliage and that we can just work on afterwards. And just keep working on it, keeping it pruned and trained that way. I'm just kind of loosely wiring it. I don't want to be putting it on too tight or anything. So it's just to give these a gentle bend down. You could go through and wire all these branches at the ends and stuff, but I'm not going to be going through all that. Okay, so now we can just bring this one down a bit, just open it out a bit, so that as we prune it, then we can kind of create more of a flatter area like that. Got one light one there we could throw a bit on too. So I'll just kind of show you this one, and then I'll throw a bit of wire on a few of them, and we'll come back then. We'll do it like that rather than going through it all. So that's kind of roughly what my plan is, just to drop the branch down now. I can bring this one down and I can kind of just open them up a bit, just start creating a bit of a tree. So I'll throw some wire on and then we'll come back and have a look. Okay, so I think I have everything I need wired up. This branch, excuse me, I'm still iffy about. I think we might be getting rid of that one. This one, or is it this one? This one I might be getting rid of, yeah. I don't think I need that one there. I'm going to take that one out. Kind of crossing. Let's take that one off there. This one I'm not sure about either, but we'll leave it for now. I haven't put any wire on this one, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so we're thinking this is the front, so I'm just going to start now by trying to get the branches and just manipulate them a bit, do a bit of a more of an open structure. And then we'll have a look at pruning them where we need to. So remember, this is kind of its first styling, so it's got a long way to go yet. Just to get it initially looking a bit more tree-like. There's a branch here and it's kind of got almost like it's winter colours, so I don't know if that branch is going to make it. I've left this one on here which is going in, because that might have to replace that one if it dies. Now, yeah, it's looking a little bit better. It's a bit more opened out now. Still a few bits kind of sticking up in places they shouldn't be, but that'll all come with time as we keep working on it. Through the years we can keep changing things that we need to. I think that's not too bad now. So now what we need to do is I'm just going to go in and prune it all back a bit. Just thin it out. And also pinch it back. This will help to push the foliage back a bit. Where we need to. Had some heavy rainfall earlier, but now the sun's back out again and it's back in the high 20s again, so it's nice and warm. Great growing for the trees, the heavy rain and then the heat coming back. Now I'm not going as crazy on the pruning on this time as I did as the last time. Took quite a lot off it the last time. Because I've done all this wiring work, it's kind of... Don't want to stretch the tree out anymore. So I'm just going to give it any more than I need anyway. Just going to give it a little bit of a pruning back just to help get it back in shape a bit. Okay, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'll keep going, I'll do the whole tree and then we'll come back. Okay, so I think we're kind of getting there. It's one of these trees that you could just keep clipping and clipping and clipping. So that'd probably be the front. Just give it a little spin there just to see. Like that. Now it's all the kind of main branches are wired. I can let it grow, fill out a bit, and then start to work on creating more of a tree shape. At the moment it's a little bit kind of square, but it's not too bad. It's getting there. Definitely better than it was having them all growing up and clumped together. So yeah, I like that. I'll just keep my eye on it. We'll see as I'm watering my trees and stuff. If I notice anything that needs a bit of a prune on it, then we can do that. Like that, when I stand back, I'll be able to see if there's parts that are a bit heavier than others. We can thin it out a bit if need be. But I think for now, it's okay for its kind of first initial styling. I will just top up the soil a bit. Give it a bit of a clean coat of soil. And I'll just use this sieve. Back it down there. So it was when I did the last pruning, it kind of sulked for quite a while, and then I put it in partial shade, so it's kind of only getting dappled sun, and seems to do a lot better. Greened up quite nicely. So it's kind of below some other trees on a bench, so that you get the light through the trees onto it. But yeah, it greened up nicely after that. So I think it's gonna be doing well. Yeah, it's still a lot of progress to be done on it yet, but for its kind of the first time I worked on it, I'd just repot it and cut off probably half the branches because it was just an absolutely massive branches. And then the second time I just kind of pruned it back quite hard and get it tighter in. So this one now is just to kind of set the branches. Now the branches are set, now we can start working on the foliage, starting to create more kind of pads. But yeah, I think it's pretty much good at that. I may change the front from, which would be there, to maybe more kind of an angle that way, just so you don't have that V in the middle. I know it's not in the middle, that's kind of the front there, so you can still see it slightly, but if I just turn it slightly like that, I just hide it. But that'll come with the next repot. Yeah, so now all I have to do, just keep my eye on it and keep it pruned, keep it growing into a tree, hopefully. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Yeah, any messages or anything, it's always nice to get some messages and stuff, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.